Help us welcome Senior Presidential Director Renita Brannan. Welcome.
Hey, guys. All right, you guys. Hey, thanks, Gary. And thanks to all the incredible leadership. Onyx, I love you. Steve and Gina, you're amazing. How many of you know that you're blocked up? Any of you? How many of you are constipated? You're probably blocked up. Okay, so we got to get you unblocked and we got to get everything moving, right? And when things get moving in your body begins to heal. That is just how God innately designed us. And it's just a wonderful fact that we're getting back to that because we've been so driven by so many other ways of medical, and many of those ways might have saved a life, but they've not been very good for long-term health. Let's just be honest, right? There's a lot of sick people taking handfuls of pills, and after getting on the patch for a while, we hear these ridiculously amazing miracles happening where people are, amazingly getting off their meds, which is so incredible. They're always working in cahoots with their doctor. All right. I want you guys to remember something today. I wrote this down and I thought it was so, so good. And I think it'll stick with you. Lights, say it with me. Lights, I can read your lips. I can see if you're sleeping. Lights, camera, action. Say it again. Lights, camera, action. Let's do it again. Lights, camera, action. Lights, camera, action. Okay, so now I'm going to break that down. This is going to be so good for some of you. You need this today. First of all, lights. When they're setting up a set, do you guys know that the lights are the most expensive and take the longest to set up? You guys know that? Because it has to have perfect lighting. Do you guys know that we have been divinely set up by David Schmidt with this patch that is the only patch in the world that is designed to activate our own stem cells naturally. Naturally. Let's get that word in there. Naturally. This is not average. This is not a general patch. You guys, people don't buy average. People don't buy general. I don't. I don't know if you do. So this is an incredible, incredible life-altering. Extraordinary is mandatory, is what I've decided over here at LifeWave. Extraordinary is mandatory. This is David Schmidt's mind. So he created this incredible patch that actually works by our own body's heat and light. There's the light, guys. Lights, camera, action. Our own light. Our own heat activates this patch. This is so incredible, right? It's like the most important part of a movie set, and we've got that set up because of David Schmidt's endurance. He spent the time, energy, and money. I mean, you guys, come on, 12 years, $4 million in research on this one patch. The hard work's been done. That was the hardest part. In all honesty, that was the hardest part. Imagine if we had to spend that amount of time, energy, and money to do it. But he did it. So that's our light. And all we got to do is we got to put this thing on. And we know after listening to any of the meetings, people are miraculously regaining their health. It's incredible to witness and watch. I mean, it's so much fun to be part of. Let's talk about camera for a second. Lights, you got the lights. We got this already. This is a given, right? We know that. Camera. When you go to, in fact, let me just take a picture real quick. Everybody, I want you to smile. Smile. Everybody that's on here right now, I'll go ahead and get you. Don't look like you're sad. Look like you're happy. Got it. So when you take a picture, what does your phone do? It focuses. Okay? Let's say it. It focuses. When there's any beautiful picture taken, what is the most important part? The focus, right? If it's a blurry picture, you're like, oh, it's kind of blurry, right? You want to have focus. Well, think about this. In light, with everybody everyone's talking, they're like, there's 1,000 things going on. There's 1,000 things you could focus on in LifeWave. Do you guys know that? I mean, it's that level of character and depth, this company. There's 1,000 things going on in your own lives. Are any of you busy? Do any of you have children? Do you have aging parents? And so when you look at camera, the reason the camera focuses is because if it takes it all, it's just a blurry picture. And it's no one wants to look at it, right? But when you focus, when that camera is focused, what happens? So we might have 1,000 things going on right now. This is your moment to focus. I do not believe we've been given this gift by happenstance. I believe all of you watching today are a generation of light workers assigned to a specific mission. That is why you're on this call and this Zoom today. It's not by accident. Okay, God is aligning people to get out there and share the message of hope and healing and restoration and renewal of health, finances. I mean, just people's emotions. Think about how sad everybody's been for a couple of years. We literally are bringing love, light, and hope. This is so incredible, you guys. So lights, you got the light, we got the patch, you got the patch. You all need to go into your back office and hit the upgrade, but you haven't done it, okay? Because you can't share a patch if you don't have any. Because if not, you might be just being a little tight with it. And that's another spiritual principle. Let me say that if you work this business a little bit, you're going to make a little bit of money. Scott and I, we went all in. We got radical. We got obsessed. Do you know why? I mean, yeah, I think we sponsored close to 1,000 people. We're not done. I'm going to sponsor another 300 real quick. There is a major focus action right now. So lights, camera, action. Action is the final thing. Listen, in health, in business, in life, nothing changes until something changes. I paid $10,000 worth of marital counseling for that. Nothing changes until something changes, right? In health, in business, in life, we have got to take action. Some people are busy looking at their back office. Some people want to read the compensation plan again. Here's what I did. I trusted Onyx. I trusted Steve and Gina. I trusted David. I trusted that this company is 20 years old. You don't get to be a company that's 20 years old by being scandalous. I just have news for you, okay? You literally are rock solid, the depth. I mean, layer. We go to Costa Rica, 75% of the people in Costa Rica have been in the company 15 plus years. That's how incredible the company is. They just don't ever leave because it's so fantastic, right? That tells you how something is. You know, you go into businesses and there's constant turnover. This is not one of them. These people are running for decades, right? So remember, in health and in life, it's very important that we not only focus, because we have to focus on Start X39, focus on Build 331, right? These are the things I tell all of my business leaders. You need three things. You need Start X39, you need Build 331, and you need to know your own website. That's it. Okay, if you have those three things, you can do 331. And, you know, it'd be good to have some patches because if not, you're just blowing smoke. All right? So you want Start X39, you want Build 331, and you definitely want to know your own website like the back of your hand, right? So when you're looking at like light, camera, and then action, you know, before we take any action, you got to know where to point the lens, right? Think about the camera, like how I just took the picture of you guys. I have to know why to point the lens. What if I would have pointed the lens over here or over here, right? It would have been like, what are you doing, Renita, right? You got to know where to point the lens with the action, right? So before the action, we know where to point the lens, and then it's time to rock and roll. It's time to, like, when the director says, action, you have you seen those things? Action. That is the moment we are in. We are in a moment of intense, extreme action because the lights have been set already. It costs millions and decades to do, right? That's done already. That's the lights. The camera is where are we going to focus our energy? Are we going to focus it on 17 things? Are we going to focus it on Start X39, Build 331, your website? That's it, baby. And then action is get after it. I'm telling you what I love about network marketing. I've been known to be a hard worker, Scott as well. My dad was a Marine. And in the midst of all this, you guys, in the midst of sponsoring these 1,000 people, do you guys know my dad died due to a medical error? Crazy story. But before he died, he got abundantly healthy. He had patches, like, we were like 39 patches a day. And he got all of his meds. Everything got better. His hearing got better. His eyesight, he was pooping good, like crazy stuff. Like, it was incredible. The doctor in Mayo said, Rick, you don't have any symptoms of congestive heart failure anymore. Like, they went away. No, I'm not making claims, but I think it's pretty radical when you get to witness that firsthand with your family. And if you say, Renita, I haven't had any of that, then my advice to you is you better take some more action and get out some more patches. Because remember, I did not have a feeling before I got started. So if you're saying, I'm going to wait till I have a feeling, I can't promote anything I believe in, you know what I call that? Selfish. Because there might be your next door neighbor that's hobbling up the block. I got the old neighbor over here slipped and fell and hurt her elbow. I got this, that, the other thing. Oh, I'm just going to sit here and wait until I feel like a superstar. I already feel like a superstar. I'm like, I got to get out and change the world, right? So you kind of got to move past that stinking thinking. That's like you know what that is? That's a stall tactic. Let's call it what it is. The devil's a liar. It's a stall tactic. So you don't have to do anything, right? Get over that stall tactic and say, you know what? I am going to give out patches. It doesn't have to be a lot. Give them 1, give them 2, give them 3, whatever fits your budget. Don't use a stall tactic. Get the patches out because then the miracles happen. And then you don't have to wait for one in your own body. Well, you're sitting around waiting for your, crooked toenail to get straight. You can heal the bigger one, right? So it's time to get up and go, you guys. Here's the deal, you guys. Say it with me. The very best is yet to come. The very best is yet to come. And the question is are you going to engage? Lights, camera, action. Let's go.